Yo, what's up, peoples? Mood 616, and I'm back with another entry in my personal top 25 MCs of all time. In at number 11 on the list, representing Oakland, California. A lot of people are probably going to be a little surprised about this, but this is somebody I grew up listening to from a very young age, and no other than Short Dog himself, Mr. Too Short. You know, basically, the first 10 albums that he released were fucking awesome records. Now, I'm showing this because this, what is so-called greatest hits album, is basically just his first 3 albums in one, because they've never actually been released on CD separately. This is the only way to get them. For his first album, Don't Stop Rappin', which I believe it came out in '83. It was Don't Stop Rappin', then Players, and then Wrong Cut and X-Rated were the 3 albums that are mixed in on here. The tracks are mixed up a little bit. Yeah, so this compilation, his first 3 albums, it's fucking amazing stuff, man. For the, you know, the early 80s and the way nobody was doing shit like this at all. Nobody was making beats like this. It was just so far ahead of its time. The inventor of the word bitch is where it came from, Mr. Too Short. But he just had, you know, he had the dirtiest songs in the world, then he had the most, you know, positive songs like Girl Cocaine, That's Your Life. You know, that song's like 9.5 minutes long, and just, you know, telling stories about cocaine, like how bad it is. From Here to New York is a song, which is interesting because it's got to be one of the first West Coast songs dissing the East Coast kind of thing. Nothing ever really came, but I never really heard any responses to it and stuff. But I mean, obviously, the tapes at the time were being sold in 75 girls, and I'm sure they were just out of the fucking trunk, really. But so nobody on the East really knew who Too Short was, to be honest about. But yeah, I mean, really, like the first like 4 songs in here: The Invasion of the Flat Booty Bitches, She's a Bitch, The Bitch Sucks Dick, and Blowjob Betty. Gives you a good taste of how fucking dirty Too Short really was when he first started. Short Rap's an amazing song. Don't Stop Rappin's awesome. Playboy Short's fucking amazing. Dance Don't Geek is one of the weirdest tracks. It's got this really early fucking 80s feel, kind of dancey. Not really, but it's really odd. Players, I actually like the song. Coke Dealers is cool. It's just really good stuff, you know. It's first 3 records. I wish they would release them separately, but it's okay. I mean, some of the mastering on him is not the best. Like, you can actually hear the flaws, but that's also because of the production at the time. He was making these tapes literally in his mom's basement. So, oh, I can't get this open. Yeah, I knew that disc just came out there. Yeah, so it's the player years. For, I guess, his first, you know, label record, major label record, would be Born to Mac, released in 89 on here. I don't think that's right though, because this album's released in 80. I think this album is like 86 or something. I can't remember. Born to Mac. Just more pimp tales, man. Really, like Freaky Tales, you know what I mean? Dopey Beat Little Girls. Got some really fucking dope tracks in here. Super sick cover. Always loved this album. Yeah, I call it the Hip Hop White Album. Fun shit right there. It's a great album. Next up, one of my favorite albums, Life is Too Short. You can't dispute this fucking impact on the West Coast. Too Short was a fucking legend by this time already. Songs like Life is Too Short, Rhymes, I Ain't Trippin', Nobody Does It Better, Oakland, which is such a cool fucking vibe to that track. Don't Fight the Feeling with Rappin' Forte, great track. Cuss words, you know, motherfucking shit, goddamn, asshole. I mean, when I was a kid hearing those fucking words all the time, man, I was like, this guy's the man. It was shit, that was fucking awesome. City of Dope, the whole record is fantastic. Fucking, I consider this album to be classic. Fantastic. Short Dogs in the House came next, 1990. This was a cool record because basically the first half of the album was super clean. I originally bought this on tape, so you know the first half was like clean and the second half was dirty. It was weird. Short Dogs in the House, great song. It's Your Life, which was featured on the Boys in the Hood soundtrack. The Ghetto is amazing. Short but funky. I actually covered a song with my buddy Sean B in Vancouver when we were in recording school. We did Ain't Nothing But a Word to Me. I did the 2 short verses. He did Ice Cube. Fuck, it turned out wicked, man. I really like that. Heart on the Boulevard. Pimpology, fucking the Ghetto remix rap like me. Fucking amazing record. I absolutely love this album. It's got a cool feel because it's pretty clean for the first half. On to probably I'd probably say my second favorite 2 short album, Shorty the Pimp. This is when when this record came out in '92, I just couldn't fucking get enough of this shit. I played this to death. One of my favorite album covers too. I love the colors on it. It's really cool. In the Trunk is probably one of my favorite 2 short songs. I actually covered that song myself and got mad props actually. People said I did a good job on it. Fuck, No Love from Oakland, man. Love that track so much. I Want to Be Free is dope. Stepdaddy, I always love it. It's just a dirty ass song. So You Want to Be a Gangster is fucking sick. That was on the Juice soundtrack actually. Hose is funny. I Ain't Nothing But a Dog is fucking awesome. It Don't Stop. Love that track. Fucking fantastic record. I got Getting Where You Fit In playing right now. This is probably my favorite 2 short album. I fucking love this record, man. From the intro right down, every song is sickening, man. Like, fucking Banks' production on here is sick. QD3X produced Just Another Day on here, and I fucking love that track. It's actually probably coming up here in a minute, but Ina Claire's playing right now, Just Another Day. Gotta get some love, and love that tale of going through a dry spell, no pussy, fucking fantastic. Money in the Ghetto is awesome. The remix or the revamp of Blowjob Betty, still using the old lyrics, pretty cool. All My Bitches Are Gone with Anne Banks. The Dangerous Crew track with Spice One, Banks. Nisani, which is actually Goldie, and Pee Wee. Getting Where You Fit In, which is a diss to Pooh Man. At the time, if you know who Pooh Man is, they're dissing the shit out of him. It's got like rapping on Enter the Dog in the track. Playboy Short, it's a revamp of that track. Way Too Real is fucking my favorite track. My best friend that passed away a couple years back, we used to fucking bump that song every fucking day. Like, seriously, Way Too Real was the shit. Such an awesome album. This always reminds me of him so much. But yeah, great album. Next up, Cocktails in 1995. This is another fucking great album. You know, Cocktails says it all. Just telling fucking stories about bitches, man. Can I Get a Bitch with Anne Banks? Fucking love that track. Coming Up Short's cool with Malik's in the song. No, or is it Jamal? No, it is Malik. No, I mean Thanks Change. I was looking at the wrong track. Thanks Change with Malik and Jamal from Illegal. That's right. Coming Up Short's a dope track. Paystyle is the shit. I fucking love that track, man. That's actually a diss to Drew Down. Love that track so much. Top Down is sick, man. We do this with Pac and MC Breed and Father Dom. And Game. Now there's a track that me and my buddy Trav, my best friend Trav, we used to do all the time. I used to do Too Short. I used to do Freddie B. We used to go back and forth in the mics. Just fucking love that track. It's just so silly. Fucking great track, man. Absolutely love Cocktails. Another great album. And on to Getting It. This is the album where Too Short decided he was going to retire. This is album number 10. And really, I mean, this was a great run. This is like 10 great albums. Not one miss in 10 albums. Fucking give me another artist that put out 10 straight dope albums. Except for maybe Scarface. But, yeah, this album wasn't the greatest. It was good. Like, Getting It's a dope track. I like Fuck My Car, Take My Bitch was cool. Find Me Someone with Eric Sermon was a dope track. It had different production. Banks only did a couple tracks on this record. This is when he'd already moved to Atlanta by this time. So the sound had changed drastically from Cocktails to fucking Getting It, album number 10. This is when he supposedly retired. So then he came back right on schedule. This album came out, what year was it, 96? And this was 98. Can't Stay Away, of course. This album was really just the start of a bunch of really bad albums in a row. This album's not really that good. Like, I do like the song Don't Stop Rap with A-Ball and MGG. I think it's pretty good. Can't Stay Away is actually a cool song. Otherwise, this whole album's not that good. What Happened to the Groupies actually would be legit. I like the beat on that joint, so it's okay. It's not really that great of an album. This is really the decline. Actually, I do like this album though. This album grew on me a lot, man. Like, when he came out with Two Bitches, I fucking love that track, man. Like I said, he's down in Atlanta doing the sound. He's not quite into the crunk era right now. I mean, this is kind of the start of it. Oh, you know what? I actually didn't pull up the compilation albums by Too Short, but yeah, I know. it's decent, you know, just like Dope. I think with E40 is really sick, man. Game recognized with China's cool. Don't Hate the Player's cool. Like there's actually some pretty decent tracks. It's one of the better, you know, post retirement albums that he came out with. I would recommend that album. It's good. On to Chase the Cat. Now this album had some pretty decent tracks on it. Overall, it's not the worst thing in the world. If you're a fan of Too Short and you love Balls and Trail Up to There, this is worth checking out. There's some good tracks. I like the song. Like, These Are the Tales. It's just another, you know, Too Short just repeating himself basically. But I like stuff like that. Candy Paint was okay with MC Bleed. One Love with Trick Daddy, Scarface and Daz. Now that was really the highlight of the album. And you know, it's good. It's decent. Now this is where the crunk era really kind of kicked in full force of what's my favorite word. You know, he's doing stuff with Little John and stuff, and it was kind of hypey and shit. He's got fucking features all over here, like Twist is on here, Little John and the East Side Boys. I love Devin, Bun B for UGK, of course. Shit like that. You know, this album, it did kind of grow on me after a while. Like, I kind of just learned to like it, you know? But you have to be a really hardcore Too Short fan to respect this shit. It wasn't really the worst thing in the world. I kind of like this album, actually, to be honest. Married to the Game was a little different. It was toned down a lot from What's My Favorite Word. What You Gonna Do, I think, was produced by Amp Banks. Amp Banks did one track on here. I think he did one track on this album too. He really was using all the down south producers and stuff. And, it's not really that great of an album. California Girls is cool on here. See, like, Shake That Monkey was totally fucking crunk as shit, man. Yeah, I just could not stand it, man. But you know, that's Little John, man. I fucking is whack. Blow That Whistle. This is full force crunk music, man. It is. I don't even really want to talk about this. Yeah, not good. This is probably one of the worst albums I think I've ever heard in my entire life. Get Off the Stage. This album is so fucking bad. I seriously try to get through it every once in a while. I can't do it. And it's not very often I hate an album that fucking much, man. I think this album is trash. So bad. Not inspired at all. It's just fucking ridiculous. Here's a Too Short Presents the After Party. This is actually two compilations mixed in one. It's got the I Love the Bay and Pimpin' Incorporated. It's got both those. I think those are released separately, but you can get them in this 2-pack here. It's just a compilation of, it's got a bunch of Too Short songs and like fucking features all over the place. It's really bad, actually. There's really nothing good about that. Too Short, Still Blowing. This was a digitally only album. Actually, it's funny because this album actually isn't that bad. It's got some moments in it where you can hear some old Too Short in there. It's got some Bay funk in there, man. It's really trippy, man. He released actually an EP around the same time. I can't remember what it's called. Something Respect the Pimp or something like that. It's very similar to this, and it's actually not that bad. It's got that glimpse of that old Too Short, which was kind of. I was really looking forward to Trespassing because I thought maybe we're gonna get some of that old Too Short in there, but fuck no. No, this album suffered. You know, the beats weren't the worst thing in the world. I mean, I've heard worse, but it was the shitty hooks and choruses. I think I mentioned this in a DVD or in a CD update one time. The choruses in this album were fucking terrible, like down south fucking shit. There is a couple tracks in here I didn't mind. I didn't mind Hog Riding with Richie Rich. I always like to hear verses by Richie Rich. I am gonna try and find. You know what? I can't even locate the. Sorry about this. I didn't bring it out, but where is it? You know what? I can't find it. I can't find the Too Short. I got the Nationwide Riders and stuff like that. That's actually pretty decent. That was really where the whole crunk thing started with Too Short, because he did the songs with Little John and shit like that. And yeah, I mean, really, I wouldn't recommend too many albums like after the retirement album number 10. His first 10 albums, I definitely recommend all these albums. This is anybody that listens to Too Short should have all these albums, really. It's like fucking not too many artists have 10 straight dope albums, and that's why he's in my he's so high up, because I mean fucking 10 great albums, fantastic. And I do recommend this album. Unasty is pretty decent, and Chase the Cat is decent. Make it's your own opinions on that shit right there. But number 11, Too Short, favorite top 25 MCs of all time. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Leave your comments at the bottom if you like it or not. I know some people aren't going to like this video because a lot of people didn't grow up listening to Too Short like I did. If you're newer to the hip hop and you've checked out Too Short's newer stuff and you don't like them, I understand. But if you grew up listening to him, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I know there's people out there that know. So anyways, thanks for watching, subscribing. Peace.